everyone. Welcome back to Cardvoyant. I'm Chris, and I'm your Cardvoyant, and I'm coming to you today again from the road. As many of you know, if you've seen any of the other recent videos, I am on a journey across and throughout the United States trying to figure out some information about Earth energy, what it is, and how we can use it. I have for you today some information I received from my Jacob's Guides. If you don't know, my Jacob's Guides are a group of guides that I channel, 4 or 5 guides who have helped me with a lot of just information about the universe and about life. And I've specifically asked them for help on this journey. In fact, I feel like they are who sort of led me to this journey. And I wanted to talk about that. I have more information to post about specific places. I'm also doing readings while on the road. So if you would like a reading from me, that's available on my website, cardvoyant.com. But today I kind of wanted to give you a little insight on how I came to begin this journey and then offer this message from my Jacob's Guides. So just very briefly, a few years ago, I was able to visit my son and his wife. They live in Scottsdale, Arizona. And while I was there, they took me to Sedona. My daughter-in-law especially was interested in knowing how I felt about the energy there when we got there. And she asked me, "Can you feel it?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can feel it. It's so strong." And to me, it felt like a vortex, like a spinning, but it felt like it was drawing down, like into the earth. It felt almost magnetic and very strong. And I didn't know, what it was about. I'm still working on that, but it was just so forceful and so interesting to me. And while we were there, we were also able to visit this church, this chapel that sits up on a hill there among the red rocks of Sedona. And I went inside and sat for a while, meditating, looking at this beautiful Christ on the cross figure. And I had a kind of a powerful epiphany about that, which I'll share at some point. But the energy there was very strong, and it felt very much connected to the universe and like the source of universal information. And from that point, it had started before, because in a lot of readings for years, information would come through about Earth energy for people that I was reading for. And then energy is talked about throughout and extensively in the Seth books, which also, if you follow me, you know that I love the Seth books, have learned a lot of things. They led me to other books that I find fascinating. And we can talk about that at some point too, if you'd like to learn more about that. But because of that, because of this experience, I thought more and more about learning about Earth energy and what it is and how we can use it. And I had also had this dream, like for my entire life, practically since I was about 10 years old, of just kind of taking off in an RV and exploring the country. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm learning more and more at different places, and I will post as I go along. I don't know if I'll post in sequence, because I'm going to like so many places and there's a lot of different stuff and different things are interesting. So I may post in sequence. I may just start posting stuff. But as I was meditating early on, this information came through, and I thought I'd share it with you because it felt very clearly from my Jacob's Guides. And it's kind of an overview of this idea of Earth energy. I hope to get this on my website. You know that I like to post written documents of the Jacob's Journal material, so I'll try and get that up there. But meanwhile, for the purposes of this video, I will read this to you, and it's short. And it says, "You have muted in so many ways the energies of the earth. These energies are always yours to be had and were ever yours to have. Yet in so many instances, they are not only ignored, but actively paved over. A denial of your connection to all things, a misguided attempt at independence. You do not and have not realized that independence, as you think of it, is only achievable by acknowledging and turning inward to your connection to all things, to each other. For this earth, inward turning is the only way and the ability to access the power of the earth and indeed the power of the universe. Energy is stored within all things, including yourselves. But why rely solely on your own stores of energy, which is creative power, when the energy of the earth and all things in it and of it, as well as indeed the power of the universe, is always and abundantly available to you? When we say to you, meditate, we are saying to you, gather to you those other available energies. Notice them, breathe them in, connect to them, for they are yours alone, just as they also are the claim and property of everyone, everything on this planet and throughout beingness. Still, they are yours to accept or deflect, as are all things in this and every universe, in all of beingness. Therefore, accept this available power as you will, just as you accept or reject all ideas of connectedness while you take on physical form. Know and understand only, however, that cutting yourself off, that is, demanding your independence, endangers only yourself. Again, while in physical form. Meaning you endanger your own goals, thoughts, ideas, and forward progress by not harnessing, accessing, and acknowledging all of which you are a part. And again, in this acknowledgement, you grow in your own independent thought, expansion, understanding, wisdom, growth, and power, which is indeed your purpose, as well as the purpose of all that is. As such, how could you not be connected? And how could you not thrive as both an independent entity, soul, as well as an integral part of the gears and mechanisms of the universe? Therefore, we expound on the great resource of earth energy and animal and vegetative energy around you for the benefit of yourselves and the benefit of everything within your world, which is again an integral part of the universe and all beingness, and therefore expands and benefits all within creation and creative power. So there you have it, an overview of the importance and the availability of earth energy. You know, we thrive even more when we have a conscious awareness of what is around us, what is given to us, what is there for our benefit. I will also say that as with any kind of study in spirituality, certainly with this journey that I'm on, there is a real feeling of understanding it through a lot of symbolism. I mean, there's so much symbolism in the earth itself. We already talked about it with the water video. But here, when they say things like actively paved over, I mean, it's very literal, but it's very symbolic as well. And so I would encourage you to sort of think of it in that way. I'm sorry for stumbling over my words, which I do all the time, but, you know, particularly when I'm trying to read, I write, I mean, you did see the writing, and even though it's my writing, and even though I sort of had the experience of writing it, it's sometimes difficult to read as I'm going through it. So I apologize for that. Believe me, it's going to be an edited video, and I'm sure there will still be a lot of that, but Anyway, I appreciate you for following me along on this journey. If you're new here, I welcome you so much, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you have questions, ideas, anything you'd like to know, just put them in the comments. I will have some videos answering some of the questions in the comments that I've gotten. Some of them are really interesting. I'd really like to talk about them, but they can be kind of long. So I was kind of waiting for maybe a few questions to answer in a video that just answers questions. So thank you again for being here. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Please take care of others. And bye for now.